You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're actually protected. And that protection is exactly why you keep destroying the things you want most. Today, we're decoding the 7 psychological reasons your brain is holding you back. And number 4 is the one that will make everything finally make sense. Let's get into it. You were so close. The application was open. The message was drafted. The alarm was set. And then quietly, almost without noticing, you found a reason to walk away. Again, your brain didn't fail you. It protected you. The problem is, it doesn't know the danger is gone. 1. When success doesn't match your internal identity, your brain rejects it. Meet Sarah. Sarah spent 2 years working toward a promotion. The moment her manager called her in, she spent the entire weekend before the meeting convinced it was bad news. She walked in already apologizing. She got the promotion and felt absolutely nothing for 3 days. Psychologists call this self-concept incongruence. When an external outcome doesn't match your internal model of who you are, your brain rejects it. Not because it isn't real, because it doesn't feel like it belongs to you. The scary part? The rejection happens automatically. You don't choose it. It just runs. 2. Creating obstacles in advance, so failure always has an excuse. Meet James. James has had the same business idea for 4 years. It lives in a notes app he has never shown anyone. Every time he gets close to sharing it, he adds one more thing it needs first. This is called self-handicapping, a well-documented psychological defense where the brain creates obstacles in advance. If you fail, the failure has an excuse. If you never launch, you never find out what you're actually capable of. Procrastination, over-preparing, half-finishing. These aren't laziness, they're armor. The problem is armor, this heavy, doesn't just protect you from failure. It protects you from everything. 3. Unconsciously dismantling positive outcomes before they can be taken away. This one surprises people, so stay with me. Success comes with new expectations, new versions of yourself you're not sure you can maintain. And underneath all of it, one quiet, terrifying question. What if I get there and still don't feel okay? Meet Maya. Maya kept quietly undermining her own relationship. Arriving late, picking small fights, pulling away. Not because she didn't love her partner, but because things were going too well. Well felt dangerous, like something beautiful, sitting right at the edge of a table. She wasn't afraid of losing love. She was afraid of having it and then losing it. So she made sure she lost it first. Researchers call this success anxiety, the unconscious dismantling of positive outcomes because the brain has learned that good things are temporary and loss is inevitable. 4. Your nervous system memorized early chaos and keeps returning to it. If your early life involved chaos, instability, or love that came with conditions, your nervous system didn't just survive it. It memorized it. Neuroscience calls this neuroceptive conditioning. Your autonomic nervous system builds a baseline from early repeated experiences and then spends the rest of your life trying to return to it, even when that baseline was painful. So when life gets calm, something feels off. When things get healthy, they feel suspicious. So you recreate the familiar, the drama, the uncertainty, the almost but not quite. Not because you want to suffer, but because your brain knows that map. You're not broken, you're just following directions written a long time ago. 5. Processing everything in binary, perfect or worthless, all or nothing. One missed workout, whole month ruined, one awkward message, friendship probably over. One bad day, might as well start again from scratch, which means never starting again. This is dichotomous thinking, a cognitive pattern where the brain processes outcomes in binary terms only. Success or failure, perfect or worthless, all or nothing. It doesn't build high standards. It builds a permanent exit door, one that's always available, one your brain will always find a reason to use. 6. Repeated quitting gradually destroys your belief in your own capability. You've been here before. You said this time is different, and then it wasn't. Enough of those moments, and your brain quietly builds a case against you. Psychologists call this self-efficacy, erosion. Repeated experiences of not following through gradually dismantle your belief in your own capability. And the lower that belief drops, the easier quitting becomes. The cruelest part of self-sabotage is this: it becomes self-confirming. Every time you quit, the case gets stronger. And the stronger the case, the easier it is to quit again. 7. Nervous system stuck in threat mode so long that peace itself feels dangerous. Some people have spent so long in survival mode that peace stops feeling like safety. It starts feeling like a warning. This is called chronic hypervigilance, when the nervous system has been in a threat response state for so long that the absence of threat becomes threatening itself. The brain manufactures a problem just to return to familiar ground. Ease is not a trap. But if you've spent years bracing for impact, it will feel exactly like one. Here's the truth nobody says out loud. Self-sabotage is not weakness. It is not self-destruction. It is a protection system your brain built when it needed one. The problem is, it kept running long after the danger passed. You now know the 7 reasons. But here's what matters most: knowing the why is only the beginning. In our next video on BeyondPsych, we are breaking down the neurological reframing technique, a specific evidence-based method used to interrupt these protection patterns at the source. Not manage them, not cope with them, actually rewire them. If you don't want to spend another year in this loop, subscribe and hit the bell. That video is the one that changes things. And if today hit close to home, drop a comment. Tell us which reason you recognize most. You might be surprised how many people are sitting with the exact same thing right now. Take care of yourself. Until next time.